Almost there. We are live. Welcome to Vancouver. Currently talking to 0 people. Let me find a good place to put this laptop. Doing this live stream on my laptop today in the city of Vancouver. And it's unannounced. So yeah, if you're just gonna turn up and welcome, I do apologize for not announcing it earlier. I probably should start to announce my live streams rather than just turning up. I see we've got 2 people so far. Welcome the 2 people. If you'd like to go into the live chat and say hello, it'd be nice to know who is here in the live stream. And yeah, that's the best bit for me. Let me just get somewhere to put my laptop. So yeah, I'm live streaming from Vancouver, as I write in the title. Currently staying in somebody's apartment. Let's have a look. Staying in somebody's apartment that I met a few weeks ago on the island of Haida. I was at a music festival, and at this music festival I met this girl called Alexis, and she was with her partner, and we got on really well. And she's like, when you come to Vancouver, feel free to come and stay with me. So this is her lovely apartment in Vancouver. Do you want me to show you Vancouver from the window? I'll show you the city. I have to spin my laptop around, so hopefully you can see some of the buildings in the distance. There's mountains right in that far distance over there. So I'm in East Vancouver, and I can, looking at the downtown district from here, which is nice. And then mountains. Whoo! Holy! That's what Canadians say instead of anything bad. So yeah, Vancouver is being wonderful to me. I've been here since Saturday. It's now Tuesday. Let me just check. It is Tuesday. So it is. And so far in Vancouver, I've had a wonderful time. It's I've got a lot to update you guys on, and what's going on and what I've done and what I've been up to. And my last update was on an island called Haida, which is on the west of Canada. I've made my way down the west coast, a few ferries. I've got to this point now where I am in Vancouver. Cassie Abraham, yo! Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you. Yeah, brilliant. That's good to have somebody here. I didn't announce this, so this is very much ad hoc. I like to sometimes just keep people on their toes rather than going and publicly announcing it. So if you are here, welcome. This is my tea. Been getting into green tea recently. That's my thing at the moment. Some like lemon green tea. It's really good. Really hot though, and I keep burning my tongue. How do you drink tea without burning your tongue? Anyway, Vancouver. So I arrived on Saturday afternoon, and put onto social media about that I was in Vancouver. And an old friend of mine happened, greetings from Swaledale. Oh, Yorkshire, brilliant. Oh, it's good to have somebody from Yorkshire. So what I was going to say there is somebody from Yorkshire, an old friend of mine called Harry Robson. He's an archaeologist, and he happened to be in Vancouver. He was here for 4 days, but he was his last day when I arrived, and I happened to catch him. He's an old friend. We've known each other for like 15 years or so. He's got a twin brother called Jack, who I'm also really good mates with. And it's like being back in Beverley, my hometown in Yorkshire. Me and him, I went to this, it's like a brewery, Red Truck Brewery in Vancouver. Biggest hug you could imagine. And we just caught up and just talked about mutual friends back home. And it's really nice for the first time in ages for me to see somebody where I don't have to like introduce who I am and what I'm doing. It's just like, so how's life, mate? And yeah, that was wonderful. So Harry was going down to Portland for a conference, and as he was making his way down, there. We met up, had far too many beers, and I'm staying in this apartment in Vancouver. I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, but there's a few more people in now. So I'm staying with a girl called Alexis. Her and her partner we met at this festival in the west of Canada, and they invited me to come and stay with them. So I'll come and show you around in a bit. But yeah, this is Vancouver. Damn, I can't believe I'm here. Going to the chat. Jason Williams, greetings, my friend. Greetings to you, buddy. Dufresne TV, loving your work, Adam. Thank you. Michael Hedberg, watching from Sweden. Good to see you as well, buddy. Need to catch up on your videos, actually. Don't get much time to watch videos, but I will in the next few weeks. Muldog! Boom! Yeah, buddy! So Chris Mulligan is an old mate of mine. We lived together. We lived together for 3 years at university, so really good to have Chris here. Andrea Schmidt, Canada, eh? Oh, mate. I find myself doing it now. You pick up habits sometimes from people. Love to put hey, we're going to Vancouver, eh? That's my, it's as good Canadian as I get. So yeah, a lot to update the world on my current progress and where I am at the moment. So Vancouver, so my first day, arrived on Saturday. The next day on the Sunday, I'd been in touch with a girl called Sarah through Instagram. Her and her boyfriend invited me to come join them on a bike ride. Unfortunately, he couldn't turn up in the end, but I just thought I was going for a bike ride in the mountains with her and her boyfriend. I turn up and there's 30 people there. And I'm just like, holy, this is ridiculous. I cycle alone all the time. So to be with 30 people up into the mountains, down this canyon, surrounded by these beautiful mountains that are in the north of Vancouver with fast flowing rivers and lakes. It's brilliant. And got to meet a lot of people that are into biking, cyclocross. And within that first day, I was just like, I could live in Vancouver. If this is the community, I'm sure it's expensive for rent and it's a city. So there's, I suppose that, but it's a small city, really. I think there's like 700,000 people here. So it's not a massive city in that scale, but it's got a big old business district downtown, which again, I'll show you in a minute once we've got a few more people in the chat. 20 people in the chat. Brilliant. That's really good to have you all here. Burger King 33, best wishes from Bavaria. Great video. Ah, lovely. Somebody from Germany. Crown Jewels, yeah, brother. Boom. And Andrea Schmidt from Ontario and Canada here. That's good. So we're in the same country, but you are absolutely thousands of kilometers away. So that day I was going to go back. So talking about Sunday, that's just gone. Went for this bike ride with all these people. Met a guy called Kenji. And Kenji's Canadian, works in the bike industry and he's very much into riding cyclocross and getting about. Well, he invited me to come to his house after the ride. Actually, I missed a bit there. We went to a brewery after the ride. That was amazing. Like going to these breweries in Canada, particularly in Vancouver, they're popping up everywhere and the ales are good. So yeah, having an ale, an IPA, just after you finished a 70k mountainous bike ride with my bike with no panniers on, fully empty bike, just good to go. Just riding it like that and just smashing up these trails. That's a heavy steel frame touring bike as well. And everyone's on these pretty lightweight cyclocross on mountain bikes. And I'm just smashing it on that with my leather saddle and racks on there. And yeah, it's fine. Can keep up. I've got good legs. But the really good thing about this group is it's really inclusive. There's like maybe 60% women, 40% male. And that dynamic helps it to not be this big macho environment. And everyone was super friendly, good mixture of ages from like mid-20s to 50. And these people all just get together. They race. Races are about to start in September, these cyclocross races. I quite like it. I like the culture around it. It's not pretentious and it's just a really good group of people. So that was a beautiful first day in a city. I think it's the best first day I've ever had in any city, was going out for a mountain bike ride up into the mountains of Vancouver. So after that, a guy called Kenji invited me to his house. We ended up in this beautiful apartment right near downtown in Vancouver, and she had some pizzas, some beers. Hopefully I'm going to see him again. I'm here now till the 5th of September is the plan at the moment. And yeah, he's offered to take me out on some more rides with the group, and that'd be brilliant if that happens. In the chat, Ramon de la Cruz, greetings from the Philippines. Oh, lovely to meet you. Yeah, if you're in the chat, I see that we've got 30 people currently watching. That's wonderful. Thank you for joining me for this live stream. I'm going to be giving you a little bit of information about what I've done in the last couple of weeks. what I'm doing right now and my plans and why I'm in Vancouver and why I'm not cycling, why I'm sat down in somebody's apartment with my bike, all kind of stripped down, my mess of a bag. That is an absolute bomb site. I do apologize. I do apologize for that, but I don't really. I'm quite nice to unpack for a change. And yeah, I'll tell you about how I've reduced my weight. This is a bad story. Let's get to it. I'm going to talk about my drone. Oh, it pains me to start the drone talk because I know that it's going to annoy me, but I'm going to have to talk about it. Rob Markins, hello, watching from West Virginia, United States of America. All right, the drone. So I've lost my drone. There's the big news. So annoyed about that. I posted on Instagram a short video of me losing the drone, kind of immediately after I lost it. So if you want to go and see that, go to Instagram, Adam Cycling the World, and you can see that. It's on Facebook as well. So yeah, the drone. I was on a ferry going from. Can I hear an alarm? Not mad. Going from Prince Rupert to Port Hardy on Vancouver Island. It took 24 hours, this ferry. I thought when I saw some whales in the water next to where I was sailing, whatever, I was like, oh, let's get the drone up. It'll be okay. Hovered the drone, fine. Could keep up with the ferry. As soon as it went like maybe 10 meters away from the ferry, I just realized my mistake. Like the ferry was going too quick. I put it into sport mode, trying to catch the ferry, and the ferry's just like going this way, and my drone's just getting further and further away. I had a 22 minutes of battery of me just hitting that stick, getting as close to the sea as I could, just trying to catch the ferry. Oh my God, I was just like, it's gone. And I'm with a guy called Jim, who is a cyclist as well. He's a cycle tourist. He's been cycling since 2012. He's done over 50,000 K. 60-year-old guy, legend. He's there with me, just like, what have you done, you idiot? He was laughing, and at the time, I had to laugh, I suppose. You laugh or cry in moments like that. The error was flying it. Maybe the error is also buying a drone that was too expensive for me to lose. I don't think I should be carrying anything that I'm not willing to lose. And I did lose it. So yeah, no more drone footage. I ended up actually, so when it got to like towards the end, last 5 minutes of drone battery, I decided to land the drone on a little boat. I say I decided, I had no other options, either that in the water or on the side in the trees. So I was like, that's the best option. Landed it, I think, on the boat. It's really hard to tell because the drone was so far away now, I couldn't see it. I'm just looking at the camera image on my phone. So I'm flying towards the boat, and that boat's moving. So I'm now having to land it on a moving boat. It's like a James Bond mission. And it's so hard to land on something moving fast that doesn't know I'm trying to land a drone on his boat. But I crashed it kind of into his boat. Don't know if it's working. Don't know if it survived. We will see. I had my email address on the drone. I might get it back. I doubt it. To the point where it's now been 5 days since I lost it. And I'm going to send my remote and batteries back to the UK. And I'm not getting another drone for a while. Maybe in the future, if I have to get a job and earn some money, I will buy another drone. Maybe. That's my second one I've lost. And I think that's a lesson for me. Let's go into the chat, because this is the best bit of a live stream, is you guys talking to me and me talking to you live from Vancouver. So Aviator, oh, that's a good name with an 8. Aviator, let me put my glasses on, so I do struggle to read when I'm going down. Starting out from Portland, Oregon, heading south mid-September. Hope to see you on the road, brother. Fellow Army officer here, the US Army. Good to have you, Aviator. Good luck for your tour. I don't know what my route is through the States, but we'll get onto that. Spencer5513, hello from Texas. Del Boys, well, let me get that. Del Boys Affanut. Now, is that Del Boys Affanut your name? Or Del Boy Safa? Del Boy Safanut? What are your US riding plans? Good question. Let's talk about that. So, yeah, US plans. I'm not sure, if I'm being honest, and it will really depend on how far across Canada I get. So, Vancouver now, West Coast. I'm not planning to enter the United States again. At least I think the earliest will be maybe, let me think, at least the 15th, maybe 17th of September. Earlier, no, not even that. It'll be more like the end of September, 20th, 25th is the earliest I think I will enter the United States if I decide to go down. Reason being, the US gave me 90 days, visa-free, boom, entry. That visa-free time runs out on the 10th of September, so it's still ticking now. I could still enter the US. I'd lose my Canada time. I've got 6 months stay in Canada. So if I go into the US, I will have to leave by the 10th of September. So I can't go in now until after the 10th of September. And if I go in after, I am hoping, it's not guaranteed, the US border guards, it's on them. And if they think I'm not going to be working illegally and stuff like that, they think it's okay. I've heard anecdotally through other cyclists, they'll give you another 90 days. So that's my plan, is to let my time run out, go in after the 10th of September. There's lots I want to see in Canada still, though. Definitely going to the Rockies. Well, I'm firstly going up to Whistler, going up the Sea to Sky Highway. Want to go to Jasper, Banff. Got a good friend who lives near Calgary I want to visit, who I was in the British Army with. And they are like must-dos. I'm still riding with a friend I've met through Instagram. She's called Marielle. So going to be we are meeting in about a week, just over a week in Vancouver. The plan is for us to cycle at least to Calgary together. Her plan is to go across Canada. My plan is to be decided. At the moment, I think I'll probably go from Calgary and then head south. That's my current thoughts on it, just because there's a long way for me to go. The US and Canada is expensive. I'm telling you now, being in a city, I'm staying here for free, but just going out, it's expensive. I'm still eating pasta and noodles in this city because it is crazy. But I've got a bike and I can get about. So yeah, my plan would be probably to go south from Calgary through the Rockies, head to like Wyoming, Yellowstone National Park. I want to go towards Colorado. Bit of Colorado. Another YouTuber who I really, really admire and love his videos, Ryan Van Duzer. I'm really hoping I get to meet Ryan. And we spoke maybe 2.5 months ago on the internet. And that would be great if that can work out. We haven't arranged anything. It's just a loose idea that if I'm cycling through here, if I can see any of the YouTube creators that are into bike touring, similar mindset, and also if I can meet other people, just you guys, but you guys that are commenting here on the side, if any of you are in the US and I'm coming through, it'd be lovely to say hello. And that actually, I've already met with a couple of people that follow me on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and it's been brilliant to meet some of you people. So yeah, Colorado. I do want to go to San Diego as well, so I think I'll do some sort of like loop around, go through like Grand Canyon area, Arizona, get towards San Diego, California, Baja, Mexico next. That's kind of like my loose plan. All right. Mulligan saw that vid on Instagram. You daft sod. Brilliant. That's all I need, mate. It's not about me losing my drone. Anyone that has just joined. 32 people in the chat. Thank you all for coming for this unannounced Vancouver live stream. Andrea Schmidt, I found you via Brooke in Alaska. Yeah, Brooke Whipple, legend. She was great. Aviator, haha, thanks. Ted Edwards, 6 o'clock news of Adam. Easy choice. Hi, Adam. 6 o'clock there, is it? Wherever you happen to be. It's 10 o'clock here, 10:22 in Vancouver in the morning. Just having my green tea, which I've started to get into. Quite like it, to be honest, with lemon. Dufresne TV. When did you swap from drops to flat bar? And any reason why? Just interested. Good question. Good questions today, everyone. Really nice to see that. So let me show you my bicycle. Oh, this is where I'm sleeping. It's a couch. It's been pulled out. So here's the bike. There we go. This is the view I often have when I'm cycling along, is my big old wide drop bars. Normally I have two bags on here. I've got my bag here. I've kind of attached a light with a bit of elastic to bodge it. I very rarely use that. GPS goes in here. Very, very simple. The bear spray canister normally hangs here. But why did I do it? So I did it because I was never a massive fan of the drop bars. The Surly comes with drop bars, the Surly disc trucker, the bike I'm riding. So I kept the drop bars that it came with because it was easier and cheaper. You have to change the brakes, change the gears. It's a bit of it costs money to change that. So I was like, just keep it, see how it goes. It was okay. Didn't hate it, but I felt like I wanted more control, particularly when I'm cycling on like rough terrain. And I just prefer the space I've got to stash my gear, my stuff as well. Whereas the drop bars are more traditional and you're in a different position. So yeah, I wanted to try it, see what it's like. It was that rather than getting like a bigger fat bike style off-road bike. I wanted to go off-road more, which has absolutely destroyed my bike. I'll show you this as well. Oh, I've got my bike booked in to go to the repair shop to go see some mechanic. Let me see if I can show you. Right. So my wheel, okay, here. That's a missing spoke. Should be a spoke here. There is another missing spoke just here, as you can see, just there. And one of these spokes are broken. Oh, there we go. That shouldn't be doing that. Now, this rim is meant to be, it's really good as the rim. The rim's not broken. All the spokes are breaking near the hub. And I think that wheel was built in a factory and it wasn't built by hand by anybody. So I've contacted a bike shop, went in with the bike, and they were like, we sell that rim and it's good for that weight. It shouldn't be breaking spokes. So they've offered to put these heavy duty new spokes on that rim. They're going to give me 5 spares because I'm fed up of breaking. And if I do break them, at least I'll have spares. But yeah, the rim's fine. And I paid like $100 odd for that rim. So I don't really want to be buying another rim. The rim's fine. It is the spokes are just not strong enough and poorly built. So I need to get it built well. So Vancouver, that's the day to happen. This weekend in Vancouver coming up is like their long weekend, bank holiday weekend. So I need to get it done for Thursday, and then that's done. Let me get back into the comments with you, awesome people. Need my glasses on for this. Right. Doughboy Safanut, just from outside San Fran, if you head out this way. Yeah, I've got another really good mate who lives in San Francisco, who I was in the army with, called Liam. I'm tempted, with that West Coast, but as soon as I start going this way, I don't know. I don't think I'll come that way at the moment. Kelly Laura Green, howdy, Adam, from Mossy Rock, WA. I think that's Washington. So yeah, lovely to see you, Kelly Laura Green. Kelly Laura Green is a patron. If you would like to watch some of my Alaska videos early, I've just made my second Alaska video. Something really annoying happened, actually. Broke this hard drive. This is one of my hard drives. I've been using it, as you can see, South Korea, America. I've got Canada written very gently at the bottom. But yeah, I was on the ferry, had it plugged in, and it just fell off my lap and unplugged. And now it's giving me like, it just won't read. I'd finished my second Alaska video. I was on to my third Alaska video. The project wasn't backed up, but all the footage was. So I've not lost any raw footage. That's all backed up. So I just had to start again. So yeah, I spent all day yesterday remaking a video that I'd already made. It's quite hard to do, to be honest. And you'll never know. Jim, the guy who saw me on the ferry, I lost a drone and broke a hard drive in one day. So it's a nightmare of a day. But he saw the finished video and then I broke the hard drive. So one person in the world has seen that finished video, Alaska version 2. So yeah, if you'd like to watch any of my videos early, you can go and watch them on Patreon. I need to make some, I've actually made one exclusive video that's about to go put onto Patreon in a week or so. But I'm going to continue making exclusive videos. You'll get a shout out in the actual videos, which will be there forever. And if you are super generous, you will get postcards. And I've got some custom made postcards now, which is rather nice. So if you like any of that and to support the journey, which is amazing, those 40 people that are currently supporting me at $4, so like the cost of effectively a Starbucks brew, makes me know that I can keep going the next month and keep going. It makes a massive difference and keep creating this work. So yeah, today is going to be a video editing day once I finish this. So yeah, let me go back into the chat. Jason William, if you ever make it to Park City, Utah, I'll buy you lunch and a pants. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Jason. I appreciate that. That's really kind. Yeah, Utah. I've not looked that far south yet on my route. Possibly. Things could happen that way. Aviator, don't take too long to get into the Rockies. Snow is going to be bad this winter. If the Farmer's Almanac has anything to say about it. Yeah, I'm ready for it, I think. I also think the snow, yeah, the Rockies and the high mountain passes for sure. As soon as it starts to snow, I'll just get away from them. I'll start heading east or west. I'll head towards the coast. So the weather will dictate a little bit of where I go. Catherine Remchuk. Hello, Catherine. I don't recognize you. Hi, Adam. Upstate New York here. Been following your epic journey since you ran into Brooke. Ah, lovely to meet you, Catherine. Cycle Our World. Nice to have you guys here. All right, mate. Watching you from a tent in a Croatian lay-by before crossing into Bosnia tomorrow. Quick question. Is it true they tip bear spray at the US-Canada border and you have to buy new ones? No, they don't. They let you keep your bear spray. I even told them I had bear spray. So as I got from Alaska into Canada, have you got any weapons, sir? No, but I do have some bear spray. And they were like, is it small or big? I was like, normal can of bear spray. And they're like, okay. They're not going to let you go into bear territory, Yukon, without bear spray. You need that stuff. So, well, I say you need it. I've never used it, and I don't think I want to. So yeah, that's yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, good to know that you're watching this in a tent in Croatia. Do love Croatia. Do love Bosnia. They're some of my favorite countries in the world. Did you get to go to Mostar? That's one of my favorite towns in that area of the world. A big old bridge where you can jump into the river. Albertus Jensen, maybe you can meet Just Incredible. A guy lives in his van there. His YouTube is famous under van life people in Canada and the USA. I've never heard of Just Incredible. That's a good YouTube name, isn't it? Yeah, it's got in there early. Oh, the name's Justin. Just Incredible. I'll have to have a look at him. Never heard of him. But yeah, that'd be good. Cycle Our World. Love the Japan vids, by the way. Looking forward to seeing Alaska. Thank you. I'm not obviously I've had some comments about the Japan videos, but I don't know. The Japan videos, I love some of them, particularly the one with the guy. It's like the Road Angels one. It's my favorite episode that I've made. Probably my favorite video I've made. The end of that video, I like watching it back, editing it now like 3 months later, and I relive all them emotions that I felt at the time, and that's a real treat. I didn't start filming this for that reason. There's lots of reasons I'm filming it, but that's a really good thing that's just come about, is whenever I'm rewatching a good moment, also if I'm rewatching a bad moment or bad times. So I think when I was in Korea, just broken up with Lucia and me editing that footage, there's a lot of footage that didn't make the cut of me moaning about self-pity. It's a horrible trait to have. So yeah, feeling sorry for myself. And yeah, anyway, so it wasn't the nicest to edit, and I tried, I think, to make the videos more uplifting, because there was great moments in Korea. If I'd have showed actually how I felt, I probably would have been more. But yeah, Japan definitely picked up. Definitely enjoyed Japan more. The people absolutely made Japan something, yeah, that I just wasn't expecting. So yeah, that was another real treat. So if you haven't seen any of my videos before, which I imagine you have, if you're watching a live stream, that Japan one is good. Alaska part 1 is ready. It's up. It's on Patreon. Pretty sure it's on Patreon. Yeah. Alaska Part 2. Yeah, it is on Patreon. Definitely is. I lose track sometimes on where I'm got because I'm editing so many videos. Oh, I've just lost your screen. What have I done there? What a wally. Yeah, so yeah, the plan is to get my second Alaska video released soon. I want to get at least to Canada with my editing before I leave Vancouver. So yeah, a lot of footage to go through. I've got a lot of footage from the Dalton Highway cycling through Alaska. So you've got all that to look forward to. Back to the comments. Hello from BC, Canada. Moki Bear. Where are you in BC? Out of interest. I'm obviously doing this from Vancouver. For those of you that weren't here for the first 2 minutes, because I know there's 31 people here now watching, let me show you my view from this apartment of the city. So for the second time, for those, there's the outskirts of downtown Vancouver. Right in the distance, you may be able to see the mountains. Pretty. I do enjoy that urban architecture, and Vancouver's a really pretty city, especially now because it's blue skies and it's wonderful weather. So I need to get out today and enjoy that at some point today. Abid Rashid, great to see you made it to Vancouver safe, my son. And I meet you. Oh, you met me at Carcross Desert. Oh, good to meet you, buddy. Oh, yeah, I remember you, yeah. And I met you along with, was it your son with the quad, with the ATV? And there was also that other guy who was there who gave me 2 beers and a $20 Canadian note, which is unbelievable. So yeah, Carcross Desert, the smallest desert in the world, apparently. Cycle Our World. I'm in Mostar tomorrow. Boom. Good. You'll enjoy that. Staying there for a few days to get some videos together. Love the natural beauty here, but cycling here was 90% A road with no hard shoulders, so I'm hoping it gets better. Yeah, that's not good. Mostar, genuinely, if you want to do something crazy, jump off that bridge. You can go to the Mostar Diving Club and they can show you to go for the smaller ones first, and they hose you down with water to cool your body temperature. So if you hit that water and your hot body's hot, you can go into shock and you can die. But I've seen some people do that bridge. I got there, didn't do it, didn't have the courage. I'm going to do it one day. The Mostar bridge jump. Anyone Google, not now, later, once you finish with me, Google the or YouTube Mostar Red Bull jumping. It's ridiculous. And Cycle Our World. I've done lots of beach camping and swimming though, so that's made up for everything, and the nature here is crazy. Very dry, lots of cactuses and tortoises. What's your eventual route and plan, Cycle Our World? Where are you heading to and from? I know you're heading to Bosnia soon, but if you've got an end aim, what's your ideas? Yeah, if you've not checked out Cycle Our World, have a look in the live chat. You can check them out there. Moki Bear. I'm going to say this wrong. Okanagan Valley. Definitely said that wrong. I think that's east of Vancouver. Don't know if I'm going there. I don't think I'm going to go that south. I think I'm going to go towards Jasper. You've seen videos, Cycle Our World saying, I've seen videos of people doing it. That's the bridge jump from Mostar. My GoPro and chest harness are ready if I've got the balls. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. It's massive. It's a big old jump. I looked at it and was just like, stuff that. Not a chance. Then I watched some Australian guy like, all right, mate. It definitely didn't talk like a Cockney, but yeah. Right. So my aim of this live stream, one of the aims is to just talk about my current plans for Vancouver, what I'm going to be doing. So tomorrow I'm going to be moving from this apartment. I'm going to be staying with another old mate. It's called Eddie Russell, and we played rugby together, I think from like the age of 13. We went to like rival schools in our hometown of Beverley, but we played in the same club team. He's a good rugby player back in the day. He's doing some work here in Vancouver, and I didn't even know he was in the city. I haven't seen him maybe for 3 years, 4 years. He messaged me, he's managed to get me a place to crash. So I cannot wait to see Eddie Russell. Some of my Beverley old friends will definitely know who he is. And he's a big, old, tall, massive bloke, heart of gold. So yeah, can't wait to see Eddie. Going to be spending the weekend, long weekend here in Vancouver, getting up into the mountains. He's making plans. There's another guy who I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream called Kenji, who could be putting on like a bike, some rides up into the mountains as well. So I'm just going to be getting out on the bike, enjoying the nature, and enjoying sitting still and getting some repairs done, enjoying making some videos, and being in a city and kind of meeting the locals, which is lovely. Sandy Dubril, love the Japan videos, reminders of living there. The udon looked delish. It really was. The food here in Vancouver, you can get everything here. I've seen like Cuban, Vietnamese restaurants. It's well out of my budget most of the time, but yeah, but maybe I'll try some Cuban food. Never had that. Cycle our world, UK to New Zealand, Alaska to Argentina, and then probably South Africa upwards home, snaking through the Balkans now to Turkey, and then flying over the Himalayas, from Uzbekistan to India and then east. Woo-hoo! Holy! That is a good route, guys. Dang is what they say in America and some parts of Canada. That's brilliant. Oh, geez. I've got similar plans. I just think we're just on different times. My ultimate aim is to do exactly that. Get to Cape Town, wiggle my way up, get through the Middle East, Central Asia. I started in Singapore, really, so I need to finish in Singapore. That's the thoughts. So, oh, good on you. It'd be good. It's good to do that. Oh, it's brilliant. Aviator, for every hour finished video, how many hours of editing do you typically do? I'm wondering if it's worthy time on my tour to document it as nicely as you have yours. Where are you touring to, Aviator? Where are you planning to go to and from, and when? Out of interest. Hours. So I've been doing this for a year, and I'm quicker now than I was when I started. So you get better as you go. So when I started, if you've never really made videos and edited before, and if you're going to make one, there's a lot to it. Time, I spend about 6 to 8 hours per 10 minutes sometimes. It depends how many maps I put in there. If I'm making maps, I'm fairly quick at doing that now, but that takes a bit of time to find the right map, to Photoshop, edit it, use keyframes. Color, I don't take too much time with the color, to be honest. I can leave it quite natural, but just making sure the brightness levels. Sound, that takes time. Listening to it loud, listening to it with headphones, just so you know there's going to be no loud spots. I'm getting better at that, but I'm still not there. Yeah, voiceover. I got this notebook for free ages ago. Look at that school notebook in here. I don't know what that means. It means something about bums in French. This is all like my scripts. I say scripts, like my voiceover. I'll be watching a video and I didn't record any audio, and I want to tell this story and I need to add something to it. So voiceover, yeah, takes a while, mate. Thumbnail. Once you finish the video, you're still got to make a thumbnail, description, and I'm rubbish at that. Thumbnails and descriptions. If anybody can give me some advice on that, that'd really help, because I'm terrible. Just never know what to do. So yeah, it takes a while, mate. I don't do it to make money, although I am. That's a great byproduct now, but it wasn't the intention to start with. It was, I just love editing and creating, and I wanted to give myself an extra something to do as well as cycling, and to tell stories and to impact people and to get people to sit and talk, listen to me waffle on and talk live. 30 people in the live chat right now, and being able to talk to you guys live because I've made videos and get people to feel things is really powerful for me. Oh, something crazy's just happened. Kelly Laura Green, you absolute legend. Kelly Laura Green has just sent me $35 as a super chat, and has wrote the comments, hope this helps towards getting another hard drive. Thank you. Today, I am actually going to buy a hard drive today. So that massively helps. That makes a huge difference. The only thing is with this hard drive is the stuff on there. Thank goodness I backed it up. But that project episode 2, episode 3 was like 12. I was on a ferry for 25 hours and I slept for about 5 hours. So yeah, the rest of that time editing video, I lost all that. So that's priceless in a way, but $35, you hero. Thank you so much. Oh, I love you people sometimes. I can't believe it. Yeah, so I am getting a hard drive today. I need to get a new bike lock. Bloody lost my bike lock, which is so annoying. I had it locked to my bike as I was cycling, and it must have fallen off. I can't have locked it in properly. Cannot be in Vancouver without a bike lock. So they're expensive as well. So that's another task for today. Thursday is rear wheel day. So that's costing $130 to get it all trued, spokes put in. So I don't spend an awful lot through the month, but then it's things like hard drive, wheel repairs, and stuff like that, which are unexpected. They're not unexpected. You can plan for them, but I need to throw some money at that back wheel to get it fixed properly by a guy that knows what he's doing. So yeah, I'm so thankful that I have YouTube. I've got this means to be able to create and have an audience that support what I do. So thank you, Kelly, Laura Green, absolute legend. Kelly is a patron, like I said. So yeah, if you don't want to support me financially, genuinely watching this video, giving it a thumbs up, that is the support, all the support I hope for from everybody. If you could share the video, even better. Like next step, love it. If you share your video with a friend, someone you think's into bike touring, just say, oh, you might like this. And if you have the means and you feel like you want to become part of the journey and get some cool things, becoming a patron massively makes a difference. Let me get back into them comments of you heroes. No way. Cycle Our World. I bought my bike in Beverley. Where did you buy a bike in Beverley? I've not actually lived in Beverley since I was 18. So that's where I grew up from, like born to 18. And then I went to university in Hull. So I don't actually know any. Minster Cycles is the only bike shop I know. Can't think of any other bike shops in my hometown. Aviator, 5-year world tour. Yes, buddy. But the Veterans Administration pays my pension, so I don't need the YouTube or Patreon cash. That's good. Yeah, I didn't serve long enough. I'll get some little pension when I'm 67 probably, which doesn't help me now I'm 30. But that's good on you, buddy. Well done on serving. How long did you serve for? And what did you do? What's your job? Out of interest. Good to know. Another military guy looking to see the world. I've said this a few times in videos, but my thing was I saw the world with a weapon wearing uniform, and now I'm seeing it like a scruffy, bearded dude. I say scruffy. I did cut my hair after a lot of abuse for having long hair. I'm thinking about growing it back though. What do you think to growing it back to the long hair times? I'm definitely not going to grow the beard back much longer than this though. This is the limit, I think. Aviator, got to save money to build a sailboat to sail the world after I've cycled it. Jeez, that is a life. Good on you, buddy. Ted Edwards, nice to have you in the chat, buddy. Saw one of my bikes last week. Yeah, I think he said that in a comment to me on Instagram. Maybe he didn't. Only owned for 2 weeks, lost money. But best part of the story is young lad who bought it is now touring Europe for 6 weeks. How great is that? An AH in the making. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it's nice, you know, when you're giving out to the world. Like I receive so much. Like I said, like Kelly giving me that super chat, having you guys come and watch me. I'm in this apartment, this wonderful apartment in East Vancouver, and people constantly giving wonderful things. And I'm like, what am I giving? I'm giving videos to the world, I suppose, and creating and trying to inspire. But I really feel when we give more to people, it comes back. But that's not the reason to give. But I do think that if you're giving out there, it's going to come back to you tenfold eventually. Oh, do you want to see the pooch? I haven't showed you this. Butters, where are you? Oh, there's a dog in the house and I don't know where it's gone. I might be in his crate. Let me have a look. Ooh. Oh, right. I haven't got a light. It's really dark. The dog that I'm with. Oh, you can't see it. It's too dark. Come on. No, you can't see it. You don't want to come. Let me see if I can put a light on there. That's really cute, what you're going to see here. It's a little pug that I'm staying with. It's really nice to be with the dog for the day. I'm going to take him out for a walk in a bit. Just be like a normal person. But here we go. Little torch. Here's Butters. There we go. How you doing, buddy? He's found a little patch, a little nook and cranny in there. So I'm going to go out with my dog with this beautiful rainbow lead, which is really nice. I'm going to be like the talk of Vancouver with my pug walking around. That's fine. I miss going out for like dog walks and the really basic things. So sometimes people will ask, what do you miss about home and being on a bike ride? It's the normality and being able to just be still, to be able to go and meet people, to organize something and say, yeah, I'll see you in 3 days. And a lot of people here are obviously working. So like I'm working on this. This is my job right now, videos and editing and going out and getting my bike fixed and stuff. But my real aim is, other things I like to do is just be able to go out and walk a dog. That's going to be one of the highlights of my day. Right, Cycle Our World. Into this comments. Got a specialized AWOL for 300 quid of a bloke from eBay. We sold it cheap because he'd crashed it and it was collection only. Took me 12 hours on megabuses up there from London, but worth it in the end. Oh, mate, what are the chances from Beverly as well? So I really don't want to get my bike stolen in the city. I think that's my biggest risk. Otherwise, I will be buying a 300 quid bike. I need to keep it safe. So I'm like trying not to leave it anywhere. It does restrict what you can go and do when you don't want to be leaving your bike places. But yeah, 300 quid for a bike you're traveling the world on is amazing. That's great. Aviator, 10 years. He served in the military US Army for 10 years, but he broke his back flying Chinooks in Afghan. So he got meted out. Tough stuff, buddy. Yeah, them Chinooks. Been to many of them. Yeah, don't want to break your back out there. Albeit, it sounds like you're fit enough to go on a bike trip. So good luck for you there, mate. Well done. Well done on getting to a point where you can do that. I imagine it's tough. Keep on rolling. Hi, how's it going? Hi, Adam. Looking forward to Ethan being old enough to join me on a tour. Oh, that's wonderful. Cycle Our World, we're not out of data, so gonna get an early night. Best of luck with the ride. Lovely to have you here for the live chat. Aviator, someone has to live it up with guys like you. Lead the way, sir. Yeah, cheers, mate. Do appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. What else did I have to say? There was a few other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, here we go. Paul Kimmings. Hi, Adam. Late to view, but we'll watch it and catch up. What have you missed? If you're just turning up now, let me let you know. I'm in Vancouver. I'm going to go dog walking soon. Got a little dog called Buttercup. Butters. I'm going to take Butters out shortly after this. Come back. Video edit, just really relax for the day. Tomorrow I'm going to be moving apartments and I'm going to be staying with an old mate from Beverly, so from my hometown in Yorkshire, England. And this weekend, go out mountain biking, hiking. Next week, meet up with Marielle and start cycling towards Whistler, then Jasper, then Banff, and then Calgary. So if you've not just turned up, that's what's going to be happening. I'm going to be fixing my bike, getting all the spokes redone, new heavy duty spokes because the spokes are popping at the bottom. I think it's just a poorly built, factory built wheel. The rim is in good shape. It's a good rim. It's like a Rhino light rim. They sell them to carry weight. So don't really want to get a new rim. Keep on rolling. If you break your back, you can always ride. I'm a paraplegic and I ride an off-road hand cycle. That's brilliant. Oh yeah, you're right. There's loads of ways around it. My granddad, he had polio as from like the age of 5, and he couldn't use his legs, but his arms, he was like absolutely stacked. And he had this wheelchair, which was like a cross trainer, and he'd go around town like this. And this was like he got this wheelchair back in the 70s. It's like on the NHS, so the UK Health Service, for free. He was like the first person, I think, in the north of England anyway, to get this new machine and be able to get around. That's back in the day. Things have come on a long way from then. So yeah, there's ways and means, and there's people. I can often use your health as a reason not to do things, and there obviously are reasons not to, but there's people doing amazing things out there which blow me out the water, blow us all, and it inspires us all. So yeah, good on you for keep going, riding an off-road hand cycle. That's brilliant. Ted Edwards, core, utmost respect to you. I don't know what core means. Core. And Aviator, ditto. Yeah, cheers, buddy. Oh yeah, podcast. Firstly, I'll talk about an interview I did for a podcast. If you're still watching, you might be interested in listening to it. The podcast is called The Pursuit Zone. If you search The Pursuit Zone in any podcast, you'll find it. A guy called Paul Schmidt interviewed me. He's from Minneapolis, USA. And it was an hour and like 20-minute interview. Good. Detailed breakdown of my time through Southeast Asia. Touched on the breakup and moving on from that. And went in detail from each country through Southeast Asia, my experience there, a little bit of career in Japan as well. And then I go into questions about filmmaking and making money on the road. So if you're interested in that, if you have an hour and 20 on commutes or dog walks and you want to listen to me be interviewed by that podcast, by the way, was an aim of mine to get on it from the beginning of this trip. I've listened to that podcast maybe for 2 years before I started this journey. I love it. It's like people that I look up to and definitely inspire me. So I had one of my aims was I want to be a guest on that podcast, and it came about and it happened from putting myself out there and just doing my thing. So that was it's weird when you achieve an aim. I'm like almost like, oh, I got there and did it. Other aims I have in the future, I want to make a short film that gets and submit it to film festivals and hopefully gets accepted, like an actual short adventure film. It could be on this bike trip. It could be something else. I don't know when and where yet. I've got ideas, but nothing solid. Get it into places like, Sheffield Mountain Film Festival, Kendall, Banff would be amazing. That, if only. We will see. So aim high. That's the ultimate aim. I really want to one day talk at the Royal Geographical Society, having been inspired by multiple people there. To be able to inspire others and do that is a big aim of mine. And yeah, they're like kind of some aims there I have set for the future, as well as getting down to Argentina and cycling through Africa, cycling through Asia, again, like proper Central Asia this time. Let's get back into the comments. Ted Edwards, keep on rolling, core. Keep on rolling. Where's 740? What kind of wheels and tires do you have on your bike since you're carrying all your stuff with you? Wheels. So the front wheel is an Alex rim. It's the wheel that comes with the Surly. That's fine. Doesn't need changing. The back wheel is a Rhino Sunlight. Both 26-inch. Tires are Specialized tires. Let's have a look. Specialized. Oh, it's got the name on them here. Oh. Let me have a look. I can answer this question properly rather than guessing. Oh. Let me have a look. BOR. Oh. This tire. Don't know what the hell that says. Boruf. Yeah, 26-inch, 1.75 width. It's got anti-puncture. No punctures on these tires. They're all right for road riding, to be fair. They're not good for off-road, as you can see here. Whenever anyone sees my tires, they're like, oh, you need new tires. They're going bald. But that's just how they're designed. They're quite smooth on here. I don't know if you can see that very well to the light. But it's got like a really smooth line here. Not an awful lot of tread, to be honest. Good for road riding in the dry. Not the best when I'm taking them on these trails and I'm trying to cycle uphill. my back wheel's just spinning out because there's not enough grip. Oh. So yeah, that's the wheels I'm using. But yeah, the tires though, I go through tires maybe every 4-5 months. So I worked out I won't be going on proper off-road stuff, maybe Mexico, Baja. So these tires, the aim is to get them through the USA, bottom of the USA, San Diego, new tire time, Baja, Mexico, make my way down there. And then we will see where I go. Miss Vicky, hey man, good for you. I met you on Brooks Channel, Alaska. You must be having a blast. Having a blast in Vancouver right now. Lovely to have you, Miss Vicky. Thank you for your first comment into the live chat. Anyone else that's in the live chat that's not commented away, just say hello. Let me know where you are. You can always start a conversation because either I want to go there or I've been there. Somebody asked me the other day, is there anywhere you don't want to go? Good question. There's obvious places I wouldn't want to go to now because it's too dangerous, like Yemen and Somalia. Afghanistan, wouldn't particularly want to be there right now. But I would, though, like to go to them places if they were safe, because I do think the people there are great. I know the people in Afghanistan are great. Some of the most kindest, wonderful people I've come across. But yeah, it's the risk as a Westerner isn't good. Don't really want to die. So there's nowhere else I don't want to go. Europe, I'm saving for a rainy day. That's going to be when I'm getting... Well, I say that. I need to be in the UK. 2019, 2021. End of 2021, need to be in the UK. My best mate back in the UK is getting married. And his aim is to get married around November, I think, 2021. So I will be there. And the plan is to get down through the Americas and up through Africa in time. I'm going to have to get pedaling harder than I am at the moment, sat down in Vancouver. Yeah, so anywhere I don't want to go, I'd even like to go to North Korea and see it, albeit on a government-controlled tour doesn't really appeal a great deal to me. Having been to South Korea and seeing Korea as well, seeing the border, just it's a beautiful place, I imagine. The people are just, I feel a bit sorry for them. Not a bit, quite sorry for them. There's probably places in Africa as well, some of the countries I'd be hesitant to go straight away. Maybe Democratic Republic of Congo could be tough. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'll have to look into it. Eng Fran, get yourself a Bitcoin wallet. Yeah, I don't know much about that. I just yeah, do appreciate that. But yeah. Adventure Travel Show, Ted Edwards, Olympia, 18th to 9th of January 2020. So Adventure Travel Show, I went to the one in London, in Olympia. I went, let me get the year right, 2017, I think. I met a guy called Dave Cornthwaite, who is like the leader of this group. He's like the founder, member, and the inspiration behind this group called Say Yes More, the Yes Tribe in the UK. And this community of people there, I met him for the first time there. He gave a talk about his bike. He scooted across Japan. I think it was 17, might have been 16. But anyway, that was one of the starts of me being in this place where I'm like, I need to do something big for me before I'm too old. So yeah, I went to that a few years ago. It's a good old expo, that. And good talks and good people to get there and to present there would be cool. That's a good aim. I like that. That will be on the aims. So that's where it started really for me. Where's 740? Thanks for answering my question, boss. I love that. Are you Scouts? All right, boss. I was with the Duke of Lancaster's regiment, which is they recruit from like Manchester, Cumbria, the Northwest, and Liverpool, Merseyside. And like you get proper Scousers la, and they all say, all right, boss, like that. So whenever you say that, that's what I'm listening to. I've always wanted to cycle around the world and got myself in new videos are very inspiring. Cheers, buddy. Do appreciate that. It's good to inspire, mate. Love inspiring new people. It's why I do this, why I make videos. Hello from Lansing, Michigan, from KB8 SKV Charles. Nice to see you. Engfran from Rotherham. Oh, yeah, never been to Rotherham. Yorkshire, though. Happy with that. Pennsylvania, USA, Miss Vicky. Wandering Sand, hi from New Jersey. These are all places that are like just at the moment, they're words, and I don't have images of what Pennsylvania looks like. New Jersey, again, I am imagining like urban areas with like nice trees and stuff. I'm not too sure, but that does, yeah, it's interesting. Places that I've not yet been. Whereas now, like Yukon, Alaska, I have a clear image in my head of what that is. Oh, I do love this, the traveling. Aviator, oh, I said I'm leaving from Portland, Oregon, but I'm still polling around in Bogota, Colombia. So hello from South America. I didn't know you. That's brilliant. What's Colombia like? I met a Frenchman. Called David. You'll meet David in future videos. He's a motorcyclist riding on a Royal Enfield. He's 25 years old. Genuinely looked about 40. And I would say that to his face. He loved grumpy Frenchman, like grumpy. But he actually had a really good heart, really nice, and we had some good chats and good beers. But he was a little bit grumpy. But I think actually for him, he had a lot of things. Like he was finishing a journey, finishing from Ushuaia to Prudhoe Bay, and I met him a day or two before he finished, and he was just like going through this transition. My point there is he said to me, when you get to Colombia, make sure you are single. The women, oh my goodness. So Colombia could be good. We'll see. God knows what I'll be doing by I'm there. Paul Cummings, nice to have you here, Paul. Absolute pleasure. Are you still planning to meet up with Marcus at Bike Flow? I would have loved to. Marcus and I have missed each other by about 3 weeks. He was in Vancouver and then Vancouver Island. I think he's now in Sweden. I messaged him a bit ago, but he's gone a bit offline. So Marcus at the moment is resettling into the real world, or Sweden. He's got projects. His mind is ticking. And yeah, I'd love to. We did plan at one point to cycle in Mexico, but things change. Who makes plans? The only reason to make a plan is so you can change it. So no, I don't think I'll cycle with Marcus in the next 12 months, but I'd love to. And if the opportunity comes up, loads of people I want to cycle with. I want to cycle with Matt Galat, Jayo. I want to cycle with Marcus Bike Flow. I want to cycle with Ryan Van Duzer. These are guys, people. Scott Sharrick. I've never cycled with Scott. Scott and I met in Chiang Mai. He's now in Malaysia. He cycled all around Southeast Asia, India, Nepal. Is now in Malaysia, going to Australia soon. That's still bubbling in the back of my mind, Australia. I do bounce around a bit, which is good. So Australia. In previous videos, back in Korea, I paid for a 12-month visa for Australia because I'm 30. When I'm 31, I can no longer get that visa. But the good thing is that visa is valid for a year. So between now and May next year, I can go to Australia and live and work there for 12 months. Can't work in Canada right now, can't work in the States, can't work really anywhere on the US continent without a visa legally. And I don't want to be breaking laws and rules. Butters is coming. Do you want to see Butters? Hello? Oh, that's a good stretch. Do you want to come up here? We'll get back to Australia in a sec. Come on. Oh, hello. Butters is a lovely, albeit very ugly dog. But you love this, don't you, Butters? Oh, I do miss being with a dog. Come here. Hello. Do you want to say hello to everyone here? Oh, he's gone. Enough strokes. So yeah, I do have a loose idea that depending on money and everything else, that if I get to as far as I can by April, maybe Panama, and then get to Australia from Panama. So I do want to experience Australia and work there. If I can, I will hopefully cycle Australia around it or through it. No idea yet. If I go to Australia, that means I'd cycle New Zealand. I want to go to Fiji. I've got a lot of Fijian friends, a lot of boys I work with in Fiji, so that would become an aim. If I could get a job in Australia to re-top up the bank, to then continue doing this journey, And also it just gives me time to just rebalance stuff. I think April is the decision point. See where I'm at by then. I'm not going to go before then. So I've still got September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 months to make this decision. So we will see where we get to. All right. Questions. Mark Hoekstra. I'm going to get to these comments. Keep sending your questions. Tell me where you're from, and I'll get to your questions. I do love these questions. How do you deal with the detachment from regular life? And I say regular because you've put it in quotations there. Define regular. For me, regular life was living in Cyprus with the British Army, married, house. I would spend anything between 3 to 4 months of the year away, training to go to war. If you're not training to go to war, you're training to go on an exercise, or you're training to do whatever, or you're actually going to Afghanistan, or whatever the job is at the time. That was my regular. My regular wasn't very regular. So for me, regularity was friends and family and having a dog and cooking your own food. And I suppose this has become regular for me. Living on this wonderful device. Yeah. You all right, Butters? Oh, there we go. I thought I was going to take a poo then. Living on that device has become regular. It's 13 months now on the road. And over that time, it just becomes routine. Regular does mean I miss things like arranging to go and meet up with someone and go for a drink, or to play squash. Love playing squash. To be able to not worry about where I'm going to sleep, and being able to settle somewhere for that. That's having a fridge. Those things are regular, and I did have that most of the time, but I wouldn't trade what I'm doing now for that regular at this moment. There will become a time where I will rebalance, earn some money hopefully, and become more regular for a short amount of time. But my aim is to work for maybe 4 months a year, travel for 8. And by travel, it'll mean on the bike or hiking or whatever the crazy ideas I come up with. That's my aim long term. If that's achievable or not, time will tell. So yeah, that's how I deal with it. If you do anything long enough, it becomes regular. Yeah, mate, that's it. That's exactly what I'm just kind of saying there. Where's 740? I'm struggling to keep track of where we are in that conversation. No, but I used to be in the army for 19 years, but got out last year. Miss Vicky, so this is talking around where you are from, Pennsylvania. Rolling hills, green, mountainous, and Amish farmlands. I've never met an Amish. I'm saying that right? Amish. I've met Mennonites. They were quite nice. That was in Haida Gwaii. We don't have this Amish Mennonite stuff. I don't really know much about it, to be honest, but we don't have these communities in the UK. It doesn't exist. My brew's gone cold. Drinking cold green tea. Quite nice, to be honest. Yeah, Crafter. That's the name of somebody's name. Yeah, Crafter. Hello, Mount Clements, Michigan. That does sound nice. Life at 10 miles per hour. Hello from Bradford, Ohio. Bradford is also in Yorkshire. So I do love it when there's these crossover English-American names. Aviator. I was here in the army 13 years ago. Decided to come back and live for a while. You'll love it when you ride through Colombia. Second favorite place in the world for me. And yes, the women are beautiful. That's me doing the Frenchman. David, oh, the women are fantastic. Miss Vicky, haha, lol, cute baby. Cool. Right, an hour and 9 minutes. Do I have anything more to say? Not really. I do need to get on with editing some videos and taking out Butters for a bit of a walk. But other than that, no other plans today. But this has been a wonderful live stream. You're your dog, not me. I did think you were like, cute baby. The dog is cute. It's lovely. Butters is just sat there just chilling his beans, looking at the door, making me feel guilty. He just wants to go out. But to be fair, his owner goes to work for the day, and normally he's left here. So he's going to have a good day with me. I'm just going to take him to the local park. Be a bit normal for a change. Cool. I think I've updated everybody on what I'm doing and what my future plans are. If there's any more questions, may you ask now, and forever hold your peace if you don't. I'm just checking out on my phone if there's anything that I need to say or do. No. Let me have a look. Yeah, all seems well and good. Right, this has been a wonderful live stream. Thank you all for joining me, everybody that's come through. Ted Edwards is saying thanks. Cheers for you coming out. Genuinely, all of you that are watching, thank you so much for coming and joining me. I'm going to be editing videos now. If you want to watch my Alaska video, if you throw me $4 onto Patreon, you get to watch the first one now. You get to watch the second one. Showing up wrong, $8 for the early access. You get to watch them all early, and if not, just wait, and you get to see it soon, which will be very soon. Yeah, I need to make some more videos actually about. I keep thinking about making like some sort of this is my kit a year on. It's so different to when I set off. I'm going to be posting my drone remote and batteries back today. Having lost my drone. If you missed that story, go to my Instagram. It's all on there. Yeah. So I'm going to post that back. So I'm reduce my weight. Yeah, definitely do that, please. So that's Wes74 asking that. Definitely do that. Yeah, making a gear 12 months on. It's really basic, to be fair, what I've got now. It's constantly changing and moving. But yeah, I might do that. It's a bit hard to do it in this little apartment, to be honest, but anything's possible. Doing it outside. I like doing videos outside, but you can never guarantee the sound and the light and the weather. I can today. The weather's great. But tomorrow I'm going to be packing my bike, so I might do it tomorrow. We will see. Cool. This is going to be farewell to you all. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. And I will see you when I see you. I don't know when I'll be on this next, but it won't be long. It never is. But soon, next video to come out will be Alaska Part 1. We've got a Chinese fan popped in right at the last minute. I'm a Chinese fan. It's now 2 a.m. It's now 10. It's 11:15. It's time for me to seize the day. Safe travels from Wes740. Thank you, Aviator. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Wandering Sands. For Mark Hoekstra. Paul Kimmings, always good pleasure to have you along. Kelly Laura Green, you absolute legend, for giving me a super chat. And Cycle Our World. It means the world to me to have your support. Thank you all. Need to go buy a hard drive now because I've only got one. Need to back this one up before it breaks. Good night, good day, good wherever you happen to be. If you're late, Moderate 19, just go and watch it back in a minute. I'm going to finish it now. This is me ending the stream. Do you want to end your stream? Yes.